Okay, so good evening, everybody. Once again, this is Fred Wiles of Excellence in Travel coming at you with another webinar on locations, different vacation locations. And one of the things I've been thinking about as I do these things, I was trying to come up for a title other than just coming in and saying, hi, Fred Wiles, Excellence in Travel. So from now on, when I do these, they'll be known with the title of Traveling for the Culture. So today, one of the hotels that I'm going to be interviewing, a lot of times I've been in my webinars been interviewing these larger, whether you want to call them franchises or whatever, hotels. Today, we're going to be doing not only an interview with Rondel Beach Resort, but as well, one of the things that I found so interesting about this particular resort is that it comes with a legacy, meaning the mother of Francis was the one who started this hotel. And I'm always interested in backstories like that. I have to believe that during her time, she was one of the few women that were doing something like this. So we're going to hear about the hotel, but at the same time, we're going to talk about the legacy or the history of the hotel that comes along with it. So today in this interview, I will let these two people tell you who they are. So Francis, you can go ahead and tell us.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Francis Peterson, and I am one of the owners of Rondel Village, which is a beautiful boutique resort in Negro, Jamaica. This resort was started by my mother and my brother, and my brother is coming on shortly, and he will actually give you the details of how it started, because the project was actually started between him and my mom. It was my mom's idea. She was always an entrepreneur, and she did several businesses during her lifetime.
And Francis, we're going to talk about the history a little later on, because I really want to go into depth on that, because I found out a little bit about it from Reginald as he was to jump in on my free vacation as I was walking out of the Jamaica Tourist Board presentation. So give me a quick intro to what the hotel is about and a little bit of the history. So that's why I wanted to come on and not only talk about the hotel, but the history that goes along with it. So Reginald, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Reginald Bell. I am the great grandson of the founder, Joyce Wright, and I'm first generation immigrant from my family as well. So it's exciting to be able to be at a point in my life where I can get back and start working within the family business. And because it's given so much to me and my growth, just from, like you're saying, about the culture, learning about the culture, about my Jamaican half, and taking that with me and moving that, having that resiliency just throughout life, and being able to tap into that was part of the reason why I've been able to accomplish so much with my life in such a short amount of time. I don't know if you know, I don't think I talked about it last time we spoke, but I did play professional football a couple of years for two teams, the Redskins and the Saints. And part of that was my great grandmother, as well as my grandmother and my family, supporting me through college and allowing me to pursue that dream, but also just that culture and that resiliency that is found on the island in Jamaica from all the people. I feel like I was able to see that and feel that and capture that as to the opportunity that I had, being I could have been born in Jamaica just as well in any of those situations. But, I was first generation born in America, and I saw an opportunity and just that culture that I was able to soak in and absorb at the resort and just through the people, and being in Jamaica was amazing. So I'm excited to talk about everything that you have today for us.
And that's one of the things that I especially want to cover when we get to this section of talking about the history of the hotel, is you're realizing the legacy that you've inherited here. And we have something in common. You play for the Redskins, I lived in DC, born and bred, so I was a Redskins fan for a long time.
Nice, nice.
Right on. I wasn't expecting that one. That one was really great. So I see somebody's hand raised. I guess that's John. John, you're under France's name, but I can't see your video.
Hello,
Yeah,
can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I don't see you on camera.
Okay, I'm not sure why I'm not coming up,
Well,
but I can see you.
Okay, well, let's do this so we can keep moving on and you can play around with it till you get the camera going. In fact, let me see if there's anything from my side I can do while you're doing that. But John, why don't you do a quick introduction about who you are? And as I told everybody earlier, I want to talk about the hotel first, and I'll question you guys and lead you into what I want to talk about in the hotel. But at the same time, later on, I want to really get into the history, the legacy that all of you guys have either been a part of in the beginning or that you've inherited. So, John, why don't you tell us who you are and your role with the hotel?
Okay,
If I could just interject. John, can you look on your screen and see if your button that says stop mute video is on? Because you need to unmute it in order for us to see you.
Okay. I've pressed unmute.
Still not coming up.
Yeah, he'll come up at some point. So, John, tell us a little bit about the role you play with the hotel.
Okay. My name is John Wright. I'm the managing director. I started the business in 1985 with my mother, Joyce. She is the what you would call the founder. We started originally with 3 villas, 3 cottages, and shortly after that, in 1986, we added a 4th villa, and in 1988, we added 4 more villas. In 1990, my sister, who has passed away now, Carolyn, joined the team, and she was the general manager.
And John, let me
yes.
something, because I don't want you to take away from all the good information we're going to find out when we get to the history part of the hotel. I want to start out talking about the hotel and its features.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure. All right.
And like you said, you've been in business since 1985.
Right. So we have been in business 37 years. It's a boutique hotel. We have 56 rooms, which includes 8 villas. We're located on the Negril 7-mile strip. We are in the middle 1/3 of the strip. So we have a part of the best beach in Negril. The cottages are uniquely shaped. They're octagonal shaped. They have wraparound balconies. Each cottage has its own private whirlpool spa. The villas are fully equipped. All rooms are air conditioned. We have 2 swimming pools. We offer wedding packages. We customize for small or large groups. We have a restaurant and bar. We also have a luxury spa and salon. We are a small boutique property. Most of our guests come from the US. I would say 70% of our guests come from the US and Canada. The other maybe 15% comes from Europe, and the last 15% would be local. Most of our visitors are, I would say, in the middle age group category, maybe 40 and up. One of the things that attracts them to the property is that we offer personalized service. Most of the repeaters that have been coming here for many years, they know all of the members of staff and keep in touch over the years. And it's located, there are a lot of small restaurants and authentic places that you can go to that are in close proximity to the resort. So it sets itself a little bit apart from the all-inclusives in that regard.
Yeah, let me ask this now. There's Rondel Village and the hotel is located in the village, correct? Because when I first saw it, I thought you guys owned everything.
Yes, no, Rondel Village is the name of the hotel.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that now, and I'm gonna be flashing pictures. That's some of the pictures I've found of different areas in the hotel as we're talking here, so people can get a feel for what we're talking about and how you guys, as you said, it's a boutique hotel.
Yes.
It's very personable service that's done. You know, like you said, the staff knows you and you know the staff. So customer knows the staff. So it's very personal and everybody looks out for each other. Now, let me step through some things as you get to the airport. Do you guys handle transportation from the airport and to the resort?
To the resort, sure.
Okay,
Sure.
right, sure. Okay. And what type of meal plans are at the resort?
We offer breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Our restaurant caters mainly Jamaican, international, and we specialize in seafood, but we have a wide variety of items on the menu. So the cuisine, it suits a lot of people because it's a lot of local dishes, and most of the visitors are interested in trying local dishes as well as your regular seafood and other dishes. But we have a full service restaurant. We also provide room service, and we also, for the villas, we have personal chefs that will cook for you in your villa. So you can dine in the comfort of your villa.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Right.
Real cool. So now it's been a long time since I've been down to the grill, and to show you how long ago it was, Francis, you and John might remember this. Last time I was there was a property called Hedonism.
Oh yes,
Still there.
It's there.
Still there.
Yeah, man, it's very much there. Yes.
I remember that beach being one of the longest and prettiest areas. So your hotel is really located on a gorgeous set of beach.
Oh yes, and we're right in the middle of the strip. So you know, you can walk from either side, and there are lots of other hotels, restaurants, you know, water sports, many things that might interest you.
And for weddings, because that's a group type that I've been getting into here lately. For weddings, what's the process? Okay, like good thing my wife isn't here. Let's say I was getting married again.
Yes.
I wanted to do a wedding at the property. What's the process? Step me through what happens.
Okay, well, all you need to do is get in touch with us, and we take care of the rest.
Okay,
You let us know how many people the dates, whether the guests will be staying on property, your colors, whatever you want. And we basically customize the package to fit your needs. So we do quite a number of weddings. So
Great.
as long as you tell us what you want, we customize it and deliver.
Great. Okay.
So
And
it's quite easy, very easy.
now I remember that Francis mentioned something about a spa, and I'm showing a picture of the spa here. Now, are you guys connected with the spa, or how's that working? 'Cause
Yes, we own the spa. The spa is in the hotel.
Great.
Right. So you can get whatever services that you need. The spa is on property. So we offer massages. We offer body treatments. There's a sauna in the spa. There's a plunge pool in the spa. We offer salon services, mani-pedi, hairstyling, you name it, facials. Pretty much it's a full service luxury spa. So we basically offer all of the treatments.
Yeah, I just got into that mani-pedi situation. You know, having somebody touch my feet wasn't working. But guys, let me tell you, it's great, but it takes a bit getting used to.
Yes, it does. I can't say that I am a popular subscriber of the spa, but yes, Frances can tell you a lot about the spa because she visits on every visit. She spends a few days in there. So
Okay, so Francis, you're the spa expert. Tell us something about it.
Yes, every time I go, I always have to have the massage because they have young ladies there that give you the best massages, and they are so cordial and so wonderful. I never miss out. I also have to have my pedi. So I go into the pedi, and they have another young lady there that she does pedis and manicures, and here the hair I haven't had as much experience with because of course you're on the beach all the time, you're in the water, so
Yeah.
tends to be having a do done every day, or unless there's some special occasion that you want it for. But that spa is wonderful. And
Okay.
like I said, I wouldn't miss it. I'm there every time, and I'm looking forward to it when I go down next month.
And Reginald, have you gotten in on that mani-pedi yet?
Not the mani-pedi, but I actually did get my hair done. I got my hair done for my great Aunt Syl's 100th birthday. I went in and went to the salon, and they styled up my dreads and everything like that, had it look nice for her birthday. It was over in Kingston. So yeah, they do hair, and the hair, they do a wonderful job. They'll do any style you want, any kind of like, my mom got her hair done, my little sister, and my sister has a lot of hair. So they can handle all different styles of hair, from dreads to, long curly hair, straight hair. They're very capable in there, and they can handle all types of hair. If it's, a big event that you're going to have, like a wedding, if you're going to have the wedding there, or if there's a birthday or something, or an event that you're coming to, you can get all of everything you need there, beauty services as well. So yeah, I did actually have an experience in this spa, contrary to popular belief. Yes.
Well, soon you'll have to work your way up to the mani-pedi. So
Yep.
we'll come up next. So, John, between you and Francis, tell me about the room categories. We haven't talked about those yet.
okay, we have garden rooms, which are on the land side of the property. When I mentioned the property is on both sides of the road, the main road. We have garden rooms on the land side. Those rooms are identical in size to the rooms on the beach side. However, they're just decorated slightly different and the bedding is a little bit different. The garden rooms, we have king beds in the garden rooms as well as 2 double beds. We also have a swimming pool and a jacuzzi on the garden side. The spa is also on the garden side, and all of the ancillary services are on the garden side, like the staff facilities, water tanks, stuff like that is also on the garden side. On the beach side, we have superior rooms. As I said before, the design of the room is exactly the same, but the bedding is different. The superior rooms, some of them have queen beds, and the majority of them have 2 double beds. The superior rooms are upstairs of the villas. So the villas are on the ground floor, and we have superior rooms above them. The property, there are eight room blocks on the beach side. 4 of those room blocks have 2 and 3 bedroom villas, and 4 of them have 1 bedroom villas on the ground and 2nd floor. And on the 3rd floor, there are superior rooms. The villas, as I mentioned before, they have wraparound balconies. They are fully equipped, full kitchen. The master bedroom for the beachfront villas have walk-in showers, rain shower heads, and each villa has its own jacuzzi. Those master bedrooms come with king beds. The 2 and the 3 bedroom villas have a combination of, can be a king bed in the master bedroom, or it can be double beds. So we have a variety of furnishings, because it's the diversity works out well, because different guests want different accommodation types. So the types of categories that we have are garden rooms, superior rooms. We have beachfront rooms, which are on top of the beachfront villas, and we have beachfront 1 bedroom villas and regular 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedroom villas. So those are the room categories that we offer.
Now, your property isn't adults only, is it, or is it?
No, we cater to children. Matter of fact, most of our guests are families.
Okay, gotcha. Like I keep repeating, everybody, this is very personable service, boutique style hotel. So if you don't want to be in the larger, big, huge resort type of hotel settings, this is where you want to go, where you get to know everybody that's located, that's working there at the hotel and that's involved, including John. And when Francis and Reginald come down, they'll stop in and say hello as well. So you'll get to see all of these guys. So before we move on to Mom and your creation, John, is there anything between you and Francis or Reginald that you want to talk or say something about the hotel itself again?
Let's see, I think I've covered. We have some specials running now for the summer.
Right. Yeah,
so
sure.
I think Francis has those. So there's always events during the year as well. As you know, Reggae Sumfest is quite popular. That's in Montego Bay. We have what is called Dream Weekend, which is a popular party weekend in August, close to our independence. And we have events like Reggae Marathon in December, which has a large, very large following.
Now, are they back on? Is a Reggae Fest back on now?
Yes.
Reggae Sumfest, yes, it's on
Okay.
this year. And Dream Weekend is on this year, and Reggae Marathon is on this year. So
Okay.
basically, we are pretty much fully back up and running. And we're not having any more curfews, so it's wide
Exactly.
open. It's wide open.
Yeah, and the other thing too is that now you don't, if you're vaccinated, unless.
Right, you don't need to have a COVID test to come.
Exactly.
Right,
So, you know, but of course, going back into the United States, you have to have one.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Now, do you guys handle that at the resort going?
Yes, yes, we do.
Okay, great.
Right.
Great.
So it's quite easy.
Okay, great. So any of you guys out there, if you're looking for more information or got your money in your hand, ready to go down to visit John and the rest of the staff there, be sure to give me a call at 916-594-9933. That's 916-594-9933, Excellence in Travel. And believe me, I'll hook you up with these great people to go down and have fun at their resort. So now, let's talk about the history. You know, I'm really excited about hearing about this because I have got to believe that Mom at the time had to have been one of the few women, Jamaican women, that was opening a hotel and doing something like that. And I could be wrong, but you know, correct me, tell me a little something about Mom and how she raised you guys in the hotel business to make everything happen.
All right. Well, let me start. Mom did quite a few businesses before she actually started the Rondel village. She used to operate a restaurant in Kingston, where she expanded that operation to do catering at our racetrack in Kingston, which is known as Caymanas Park. I don't know if you've heard of it, but she used to cater, do all of the food and drink services on race days. And she also had the contract for the National Stadium, which has all of the sporting events, all athletic events, everything, any type of event would be held at the National Stadium. And she used to do that. That was prior to coming down to Negril. She came down to Negril in the early 80s and was working with my uncle and aunt at the Negril Beach Club. She was the food and beverage manager there. And when I came back from Canada, we had discussions. She had the property which she herself and my dad had bought from one of my other uncles in the 70s. And we discussed developing the project, developing, the land. Right. And we decided to make a go of it in 1985. And at this time, she was already 65 years old. So, most people would have been thinking of retiring at that age, but she was ready to take on another business. So I went ahead, did the designs, and she had the financing. So we started, and we started with three cottages in 85. And in 86, we built another one. And at that time, my sister Carolyn, who I'd mentioned before, was in San Francisco with Fran. And they started sending us business. And within another 2 years, we added 4 more villas on the beach side. And that was in 1988. In 1992, I went across the road, which is the land side of the property now, and I built 8 rooms over there. And in 2002, I came back over to the beach side, took off the roofs and went up 2 stories on 4 of the blocks and a story on another 4. So we added another 24 rooms then. And again, we expanded again in 2012. I did the same thing on the land side, went across, took off the roofs and went up 3 stories. And after that expansion, we completed a total of 56 rooms, which included the original villas.
Let me ask this, as
Mhm.
children of somebody who's starting a business like a hotel, was all the family involved? I mean, was she teaching you the business at the same time? You, Francis, your sisters? I know one, Francis and his sister were located in San Francisco, but was she teaching?
Oh yes, oh yes.
Okay.
She supported us along the way. I think I'd mentioned that Carolyn moved back to Jamaica in 1990, and she was the general manager. So she was the person who was running the business along with myself. I wasn't here as much as her between 1990 coming up to about 2012. And then since then, I've been here full time. But, and Fran has always been, you know, sending us business and coming out and assisting. And no, Mom, she was the type of person who ensured that all the family members had to get involved. There was no 2 ways about it. I mean, she actually sent for Carolyn earlier, and Carolyn was resisting, and she said, listen, you know, you need to come, and the business is expanding to the point where, you know, we need you. So, but she's always been a pioneer. You know,
Yeah.
she's always been looking for a business, and she's just a natural entrepreneur. I mean, if you approached her with a good business venture, she would take it on.
And that's what piqued my interest, the little bit of intro I got about her from Reginald. That's what totally piqued my interest, because I have to believe that she was one of few, if not the only person in the area as a female Jamaican starting a hotel business. And let me point out, so we'll know this wonderful lady that we're talking about. Is the picture up on the screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, because all these teenage girls sitting down here, the lady third from the left, that's Mom, who everybody is talking about. And of course, that's John in the background. They let him in. So
Yes.
that's John in the background. But that is the lady that everybody is talking about. And in reading her history, I mean, she was quite fascinating. She bred rabbits.
Oh yes, yes. When I was in high school, she was the first person in Jamaica to start breeding rabbits. She had I think she had about 4 different breeds. There was a California doe, a chinchilla, a California brown, and she had built a rabbit house, and she used to breed the rabbits and sell the meat to the supermarkets. And this was just like one of her projects that she used to do. She used to rear anthuriums, hybrid anthurium flowers, and sell them to flower shops. I think I mentioned before that she used to do catering along with running a restaurant. I am not sure how she found the time to do all of these things, because even in the early days when before Carolyn came, and she was a general manager. She was part active in the Jamaica Hotel and Tourist Association at that time. She was active in the Negril Chamber of Commerce. She did things like donated linens to the Savlamar Infirmary and the Savlamar Hospital. She raised funds for the Negril Library. I mean, she was totally integrated into the community.
Not to forget, she started the soup kitchen with the
Yes, that came later on. She started the soup kitchen where we feed, and we're still doing that. We feed 100 people, 100 homeless people every Thursday.
Wow.
This is done through the church. We donate it to the church. We make the soup, and we either drop it off at the soup kitchen or they come and collect it. And we do this every Thursday, and she started that as well. She started a greenhouse at the back of the property where she grew vegetables, and we use the vegetables in the hotel restaurant, like a farm to table type settings. We are in the process of restarting that now, because during COVID, it was a rough 2 years. So that's also coming back on stream. But these are some of the things that she used to do along with, actively running the hotel. She named, it was her idea to name the villas and the rooms after Jamaican fruit trees. So the rooms don't have numbers. All of them have names.
And if that wasn't enough, she also wrote this book.
Yes. At the age of 96, she started writing the book, and she completed it when she was 97. And I'm not sure if you have a copy, Fred, but we'll have to get a copy to you.
Yes, I would love to see it.
Yes, I'll get one to you. But yes, she wrote a book at the age of 96 and was published when she was 97.
Wow.
Which chronicles her life, because before she went to England and met my father, and then they lived in Africa for a while where Francis was born, and then they moved back to Jamaica, and he was a dentist, and she was just a businesswoman. She just from one business to another. She
was a pioneer and an entrepreneur.
Yes, she just had to have some form of business going on at all times,
And that's a good thing. And Reginald, I have to ask you.
And one thing, Fred, that John didn't mention is that she undertook to do the family history. How far back did she go, John?
Oh, yes. Well, okay, that
family history.
Yeah, she did that prior to writing the book, because what she did was research the family history as far back as she went, I would say she would have gotten maybe about 4 generations back. And having completed that, then she decided to write the book. But yes, she has a large framed which takes up about half of the wall with pictures and the dates of birth and occupations of all the family members going from about four or 5 generations.
Along with their spouses and children.
Right.
And
right.
grandchildren if they had it.
Right. So she did a hell of a lot of research, you know.
That's absolutely incredible. And Reginald, I was getting ready to ask you, you see all this legacy that's before you. Does it get overwhelming, or are you excited to know that you're part of all this great legacy?
No, not at all. I feel like I have my great grandmother's spirit, in that I have that entrepreneurial spirit as well. And I don't think anything is too big to handle. Like, my great grandmother was a small, very small woman. Like, you see all of her kids, except maybe one, my great aunt Selena, are a little bit bigger than her, but she was the queen. She ran everything. And, you know, you were always, everything was going to be good and taken care of when you were with her. So, like, I embody that spirit, and I don't worry about anything, no worries. And, you know, that's just life. And that's how she lived it. And she went after everything. And I kind of take that same approach. So it doesn't overwhelm me at all. I have a great family. I have very smart elders, you know, that have learned from even smarter elders. So I'm in a good position, and I'm not nervous, or, you know, there's no pressure. Like I said, I played in the NFL, and all that comes from the culture that was instilled in me from that Jamaican half, and seeing that from firsthand, going out to the island at 12 years old and spending holiday out there, Boxing Day, Christmas as well, celebrating those out there with the family, and really getting that instilled into me, and having that as part of who I am.
That's exciting. Like I said, when you gave me that little little amount of time as we were walking out and telling me the quick story of family and the hotel, I found it just so exciting to enter into it and have talking about the hotel and all its greatness, as well as what went into bringing it to that greatness. So I was very excited about bringing that part of it to this presentation. So,
Yes.
So I'm going to give everybody a break now, because I know I probably talked you guys out. But I want to really, really thank you for spending time with me to not only talk about the hotel, but the family and its legacy. And everybody, I'm telling you, you have to come down to the Rondel. Give me a call, 916-594-9933. You have to come down to the Rondel, and probably John will be there.
Oh, yes, I'll be here.
Yeah, he will sit down and tell you some more about this. So how many hotels can you go to where the family can sit down and talk to you about all the greatness that's involved with the family? So again, I want to thank you guys for helping me out with this today. And as I said, this has been recorded, so I'm going to be shipping you a copy of it. So you have it for yourself. I got to convert it over to a YouTube, and then I'll ship it on over to you. But again, I just want to thank you. This has been fantastic. So is there anything any of you want to say before we leave out?
Well, I'd just like to thank you very much as well, Fred, and, you know, for taking the time and the interest, you know, to do this. We really appreciate it. And
we look forward to welcoming your guests to Rondel Village, and you, Fred, anytime you're in the area, or if you want to come down and take a look at the property yourself, just give us a call.
He won a free trip.
Oh, you did?
He's coming.
Okay, well, just let me know when you're coming.
Yeah, I told you Reginald was trying to jump in on it.
Oh, okay.
Talking about when are we going? I most definitely will. Believe me, I most definitely will. I look forward to seeing you guys down there in Jamaica. So this has been great. So again, thank you. And everybody out there, be sure to keep Rondel in your mind as far as where you want to go for a good time, to be pampered and taken care of, is Rondel Village Hotel or Resort, and they will handle it. So goodbye, everybody. This is
Okay.
Ross with Excellence in Travel with the new title of Traveling for the Culture.